So hi there, sa video na to, let's discuss naman what comes after nag-apply ka. So once nakapag-send ka ng proposal or application, either dalawa lang naman yung pupuntahan mo, either mare-reject ka or ma-hire ka. And let's say nasa stage na ngayon na ma-hire ka, pero bago ka ma-hire, pwede yung interview. So yung interview, it could either be minsan call, minsan message lang. It depends kung ano meron sa client, no? But madalas may interview talaga siya na kung saan nag-uusap talaga kayo just like this. So naka-webcam, ayan, and then usap kayo, okay? Now, after that one, so let's say nakausap mo na, na-hire ka na, next niyan is magkakaroon ka ng contract sa Upwork. And let's say ang option or yung ano mo, yung parang contract mo is hourly, ibig sabihin yan, babayaran ka through hourly. Okay? Now, once hourly contract, meron tayong ginagamit na Upwork tracker na kung saan kapag nag-work ka, meron kang Upwork app na ginagamit para i-track kung ano yung ginagawa mo sa project na yun. So, lahat ng ginagawa mo sa screen ay nakikita. So, nagre-reflect siya. Okay? So, ayan, i-share ko sa inyo kung paano siya nag-work. Okay? So, let's say, for example, this one. Hold on. Okay. Right? Okay, so let's say for example, no, ganito yung itsura. So kapag nagkaroon ka na ng contract, so this is how it looks like. So ito siya. Halimbawa, yan. So if you look at it, okay, so ganito yung itsura ng contract, okay? So halimbawa, meron akong contract for this one, no. Sa contract na yun, again, kung hourly to if hourly siya, and then nakalagay kung magkano yung rate at the same time ilang hours ba per week. So for example, ang rate ko is $20 per hour and meron akong 20 hours it's 10 hours per week na pwedeng i-work, okay? Na pwedeng i-work. Ayan. Okay, so ganito yung itsura ng ito yung itsura ng what they call this one, no contract. So, nakalagay dyan, makikita mo yung details dito. Tapos, again, kapag nag-work ka, meron kang pipindutin. Okay, sana if hindi. But, yeah, there is, hindi lang nakikita, no, pero meron siyang, again, tracker na kung saan, again, magno-notes ka kung ano mo yung ginagawang particular task. And then, after that one, dito mo makikita, kumbaga ito yung timesheet mo. Okay, sana nakikita mo nga yung, nakikita mo yung timesheet. So, yung timesheet na yan, dito mo makikita, dito nakikita kung ano yung parang nare-record. Dito mo makikita kung ano yung nakalagay sa screen. So, let's say, for example, nung Monday, nag-work ako. So, ito siya. Like Monday, I spent on it 20 minutes, no? So, halimbawa, iyan. Makikita mo kung ano yung ano yung specific screenshot. Okay, specific screenshot ng task. So, pag i-check mo yan, so ganyan siya. So, makikita mo kung ano, naka-record lahat yan kung ano mo scale. So, syempre, kapag na-work ka, dapat focus ka talaga, hindi pwedeng gumawa ng ibang bagay kasi nga, ginagawa mo yung work mo. Okay? So, lahat, kung anong ginawa mo sa desktop, sa screen, or sa computer mo, lahat naka-record dyan. Okay? So, ganun yung yun yung timesheet. Dito magbe-base kung ilang hours ka nang nakapag-work. And then, after that one, ayan. Okay? So, ganito siya. Halimbawa, nung Tuesday naman. Yung Tuesday naman is like, okay? So, yung Tuesday naman, nag-work ako ng 1 hours, almost 2 hours. Okay? Ayan. So, again, makikita ko ano yung output, ano yung ginagawa ko sa lahat, naka-record lahat yan. Okay? And then after that one, so this one, Wednesday naman, nag-work lang ako ng 4 hours. And then Thursday, that is today, Thursday. So far, nakapag-work na ako ng 2 hours. Okay? So if you notice, ayan, so if you notice, for me, yung particular project ko na to, I charge $20 per hour. Okay? And that is, right now, almost, malapit ako mag 10 hours. That means, that means, ayan, kung makikita mo, nakikita mo na yan. Yung bill or parang charge ko kay client is around $186, no? So this one, again, it's only working 10 hours per week, okay? So ayan, so after that one, so alimbawa ito, nag-work ka na, naka-record. So ang mangyayari is like from Monday to Sunday ng 8, no, Monday 8 a.m. to Monday next week 8 8:01, yan yung cut-off. Okay? Kasi doon sa time ng US to eh. So, ganun yung cut-off. So, lahat ng work na record will be, i-check yan. So, halimbawa, nag-work ka ng Monday this week, lahat yan, i-check ng client the next week. So, in turn, ang mangyayari, kapag weekly na nga, meron ka na eventually, pag may ka na, so halimbawa, nag-work ako this week, by next week, okay, i-check ni client niya na kung tama ba yung ginawa mo. That's the time. So after ng 1 week na, after 1 week na checking, the next week, yun na yung time ng yun na yung time ng payout mo. So ang payout is every Wednesday. Okay? So, yan. So, how does it reflect kapag meron na yan? So, dito, when it comes to transaction, when it comes to transactions, dito mo makikita yan. So, that means, again, kapag regular ka na meron kang, halimbawa, ayan meron kang, let's say, for example, weekly na nga yung mo, every week meron ka na kung tuloy-tuloy And then, let's say, for example, ayan, di ba, this is a sample. Again, for me, working $20 per hour for 10 hours per week only allowed me to earn, let's say for example, allowed me to earn, ayan, so ibig sabihin yan, halimbawa, January 3rd, January 3rd, this is the earning for June 19 to 25. So, ang total talaga niya na earning ko is $200. Kasi 10 hours times 20 is $200. Pero kung mapapansin mo, may service fee kasi siya sa 200, merong 10%. Okay? So, ayan. So, may 10%, which is nababawasan yung 200, which is $20. Ayan, may bawas na 20. Service fee yan ng Upwork. Wherein yung service fee na yan, yung service fee na yan is, yun yung kita naman ni Upwork. And then kung mapapansin niyo, meron siyang VAT. Ibig sabihin yan, yun yung tax sa Philippines. Okay? So yes po, nagbabayad din po ako ng tax kasi I'm also a registered freelancer. So kung napapansin niyo, meron siyang 12%. So ito naman ay nire-remit ni what do you call this one? Nire-remit ni Upwork through what do you call this one? Through the government. So meron po tayong 12% na bayad sa tax. So again, the question is, are you a registered freelancer? Yes, I am a registered freelancer. Okay. And let me see. Okay. So, having said that, again, so ganun yung opportunity rin when you work online. So, you're also paying taxes at the same time. Ayun, so yun yung ginagawa. And then, after that one, okay, ayan, so if you notice, this gives opportunity, this gives an opportunity na pwede tayong kumita ng $200 per week, okay, just working 10 hours. Again, 10 hours 10 hours only per week. So it's possible. Okay. So again, I go back to the idea again. So dito siya. So you can check here yung napapansin mo. there, halimbawa may mga contracts ka, let's say for example, iba-iba yung rate. So let's say for this one particular client, may $20 ako. Yung rate ko dito naman, I think this is 25 yata to. And then of course we have here yung isa naman $30 per hour. So it really depends kung ano no, depende per client talaga kung how much are you going to magkano yung what you call this one, magkano yung charge. So it really depends when it comes to experience, when it comes to the paano ka nag-deliver ng result. Okay. Now, as mentioned ulit, as I mentioned sa inyo, na yes, let's say for example, kung freelancer ka rin, again, you also have this one. So, I have a BIR para, ano no, kasi, sometimes kasi, kapag freelancer ka kasi, syempre hindi ka employed, hindi ka employed, sometimes nangangailangan ka ng documents, right? Sa may mga, halimbawa, nag-apply ka ng pag-ibig, so wala kang documents kung freelancer ka. So again, very important na i-register mo rin ang because it's a freelancing business, you can register it. So para in that way, pwede mo siya magamit kapag nangangailangan ka ng mga documentation then when it comes to legal compliance. Okay? So basically, that's it when it comes with the opportunity. Now, if you ask me, madali bang kumita? Hindi siya madali. In reality, hindi siya madali. But it's possible that you can work, again, on a part-time basis. So, ayan. So, again, this is the opportunity, no? So, sabi ko nga, I've been doing this for the last 18 years. And yeah, it's possible naman. Okay? So, I hope that this gives you a idea with Upwork. I know there's a lot to talk about it, but so far, that's how it works. So again, once you apply, you get interviewed. Once you get interviewed, pwede ka ma-reject, pwede ka rin ma-accept. It depends. So once nag-work ka na, pwedeng hourly tracker ka, pwede mag-fixed price. So again, ang mas preferred ko ngayon ang hourly tracker kasi nga ayoko nang maningil. So there's a pros and cons between anong klaseng paano ka mag-charge, may pros and cons yan. Nagkataon lang na ayoko lang maningil, so kaya mas prefer ko yung automatic billing. So yun yung mga options na meron ka when you work with Upwork. Okay? But of course, kapag direct outside platform, may ibang way, process din yan kung paano siya ini-implement when it comes again how you collect payment sa client mo. Okay? So that's it for now. Again, we talk about the rate. We talk about paano ba yung process kung naka-already contract ka sa Upwork. Okay? So much, again, we'll leave it as here muna and we can continue for the next video. I'll be sharing more pa. Ano pa ba yung mga bagay na kailangan nyo to get started? Alright? See you in the next video.